sticking on the music tip, I got to give you your flowers, man, because as I've talked about it on the show, like a couple episodes ago, and I've talked to you personally, you are ahead of the curve on a fantastic song that might be one of the best songs I've ever heard in my entire life. And I'm just going to play a little bit of it again for everybody. I know we've all heard it. We're going to hear it together because this is my guy, so I got to give him his props.
Yeah. More than enough. Yeah. I don't even know what to think anymore. Can you show me? I can't even tell anymore.
It's so Soft Spot by JMSN. Soft Spot by JMSN might be one of the best songs. Not even might be. It's one of the best songs I have ever heard in my life. And I wanted to give you your flowers on that, being a year ahead of the curve, because when it came out in 2023, you're like, Vic, you got to listen to this song. It's better than Inferno, which is also by JMSN.
Which you put me on. You put me on JMSN, period, because of Inferno.
Yes, I've said this story before. I was at a vegan food house in Dallas with our homegirl Bree, and it came on over the loudspeakers, and I was like, "Yo, what in the is this?" Like,
who is this soulful black woman singing over this speaker?
I was like, "What is this? Like 2004 black woman disco joint?" They got playing in vegan food house, which is also black women owned. And I was like, "Oh, all right, cool." I go and look at the video, and this pasty, skinny ass white dude from Detroit.
Skinny white dude.
And I'm just like, where did he get this soul from? And I'm like, he's from Detroit, so that makes a lot more sense. But yeah, man, talk about finding that song, the album coming out, listening to it, and then trying to put me on, and I just wasn't hearing it because I was just like, ain't nothing beating Inferno.
Well, I can't really blame you for not taking to it, because like every other JMSN song that isn't Inferno, well, let me put it to you this way. If you were introduced to JMSN through Inferno, it's going to be hard for you to go to his other music, and it's not going to hit you immediately like Inferno does. You have to listen to it a couple of times. So when I went and listened to other songs other than Inferno, the first time I heard him, I was just like, I'm not connecting. Spotify put Soft Spot in front of me as soon as he dropped it, that song, and then his whole album. And I listened to it, and I was just like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I listened to it one day, I don't know. Listen to another day, I don't know. Because Spotify just kept putting it in front of me.
Just pushing them on you.
Yeah. I think it was like the third or fourth time I heard it. And I don't know what it was. You know what I mean? I don't know if it was the video of him just dancing, or if it was just that. My favorite part is in the background, that bing, 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 bing. It just hits you. It just hits this little spot in your brain. You know what I mean? And him and the voice, I don't even know what to think. He's like, I was taken. So then I tried to put you on, and then you was like, man, I'm not fucking with it. I was like, man, what? I promise you, if you just give it a couple, listening to it,
give it a couple more times. That's what you said.
I don't know if you went back to it as many times as I did. And
not initially. So literally, it's so funny how life and all these things work out. Literally before it went viral again because of the music video, I don't know how that even happened. Mm-hmm. I just naturally started listening to it, and because I had as we'll see, our year wrapped, like my music listening intently is like really bad. You know this more than anybody probably.
Because you just put it on and you do other stuff.
I do other stuff, or like I won't listen to something and I'll come back to it. Like I'll download something when it comes out and I'll be like, let me listen to it on my own good time or whatever. So I listened to the album, but I hadn't like listened to it. And I don't know why, but it came up. Soft Spot was on one of my playlists. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? And then I like, and then I looked at the name of the song. I'm like, oh, this is that shit that Jordan was trying to put me on. Yeah. Nonstop after that. I went like, I want to say like 2 or 3 days. Just like, I was surprised it didn't end up in my top 5 songs, because I think it did actually. It did. Because I just listened to it back to back. And I was like, damn, Jordan is right. Like I was like, Jordan was right. I had to listen to it a couple more times. I just want to thank you for putting me on to that song, man, because that's one of the best. That's literally one of the best songs I've ever heard. And on that note, talking about Euro Americans, Caucasians that have some all-time great songs randomly. Another conversation me and you've had plenty of times. Who are some of those people? Who are some of those Euro Americans that have had some all-time bangers that you could think of?
Well, I don't know if you. I got a bunch. I got a bunch, brother.
I know you got a bunch.
Well, first of all, since it's sort of relevant right now with that Yacht Rock documentary going around, we're talking about that I haven't seen yet, but I really want to see. Yeah, because one of my favorites is my boy Michael McDonald. Michael McDonald with the I keep forget when hey. Come on, bro. He was a weather back in a long ago.
Is that guy's? Is Mike random though? I guess he is.
That's the thing. I really wouldn't call him random. I think most people wouldn't call him random. Like if we're talking about white people songs that black people like, or are we talking about white people who be making black people songs?
I think we're talking about the latter. Like
white people who be making black people songs.
It's like we're not talking like Tierra Marie. We're not talking about Michael Bolton or like anybody. Like we're talking about like people like JMSN, who is a random white man from Detroit who made a absolute banger. So like I'm gonna play you some songs, and then from there we can move forward. You can give me some of yours.
All right. Give me some examples.
And you know this one.
Oh, shit. I haven't listened to my boy in a minute.
I've got a brown-eyed lover on the other side of town. I don't want to keep her waiting. She's got me upside, tongue-tied, twisted all around. I don't want to keep her waiting. Well, I don't know.
Ooh, I haven't heard this song in so long.
This last just come and go. It came so fast.
I remember when you put me onto this song. Damn, there's a song that be coming on to work that you put me on one time. I was like, man, I forgot how it goes. But it's just like that.
Is it Ambrosia?
How much I need, I live for your love. Well, that's how much. That's how much. That's how much. That's how much.
Great song. Great song.
How did you have like a barometer? What are some other ones you think?
You didn't have to cut me off.
Not a random white man, but we go as hard as anybody for Phil Collins' Tarzan soundtrack.
Oh my God, bro. I wanna know, can you show me? I wanna know about the strangers like me. All right, Phil, we're doing a Disney movie. So as a guy, he gets abandoned on this island, raised by apes. He can talk to apes. You don't gotta think too hard about it. Just, come do what you gotta do. Do your heart what you must believe in. It's like, ooh!
2 worlds, 1 family.
Like, whoa! What's going on? Like, Phil Collins was going so hard, he had Rosie O'Donnell spitting. She said, shoo-ba-doo, ba-ba-da, boo-ba-doo, ba-da-ba-da, boop-bop.